keep it too real for real.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now ETN to start the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now Lawrence.
Pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
That's a play that may get lost in the grand scheme of things, but one thing's for sure. You certainly don't want to go 3 and out to start the game. So that's a nice job of finding the right play call and coming up with a 1st down.
In motion right, Dobbs. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Now inside the 25. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Play action. It's gone.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
Go, 14. 4 down.
Fourth down, a give to Gibbs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. But it's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on fourth down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in fourth down situations. You should be prepared for that.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Gibbs going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 9 overall. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Room past the 35, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Easy. Read him, 24. Read him, 54. Easy.
Etienne up the middle.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Lawrence will throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Red on red.
2nd and 10.
Think right.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no. This game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now Here's a throw that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Completes it again to Gage. Touchdown, Detroit! Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jaguars 7. Jack Potts, the kickoff for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Flushed out right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And his His throw's going to be incomplete.
It already looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They run it with Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. The left side completion to Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Hold on. Check.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
Powerful running. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Third and 2.
Listen. Hold on. Check. We're good.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that will be incomplete. Everyone's scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Taking it about the 16. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
All right, let's go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Hey, go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, smash. 11. 13, Lou.
Now Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Nick Needham picks it off.
And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before break here. Goff. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 4 now.
On first down, Goff.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Super 1. 5. Here we go.
Goff now to throw.
Jamison Williams.
34 yards.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good...
And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Goff now looks to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, a run with Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down.
11.
Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready up. Go, let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Dobbs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
In motion right, Dobbs.
Hey, I'm gun.
Back to the ground with ETN. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's ETN. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner, look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And some room to work. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, here's Goff. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Again, Goff. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Just 21 yards on the punt there.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Safe right. On the ball, on the ball.
On 3rd down, Lawrence toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
For that offense, trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has... Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Hey, go, go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it.
And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
13, Lou.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Rip, 23. 30 left. Red.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a 3rd down throw, it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
All right, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown.
Zay Jones.
70 yards.
And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jaguars 28. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Hey, Ryan!
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here. And he's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. That one deep for Hodgins.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On the end around, here comes Williams.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
14, Obama.
Goff now to throw.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Go, go. Sink right. 13, Lou. Lou. Silk.
Here's Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hey,
Got to
Lion,
avoid
Lion.
the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Check. 11. Heavy. Great job.
Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.